Welcome to Daytime Ottawa here on Rogers TV. It's Friday. We made it. It's the weekend, and we're not going to talk Red Blacks football today at all. I was at the home opener. I'll just say, you know what? The atmosphere is fantastic. It's a struggle. The good news is we're going to be talking about football today, women's football in particular. That's coming up a little bit later on the show, but we're going to start talking about farmers markets, and in particular, the Kanata Farmers Markets. Jenny joins me from the Kanata Farmers Markets. Welcome, Jenny.
Hi.
Great to have you here.
Great to be here.
I love your enthusiasm because the first thing you said to me is, you know what? I'm here for the Kanata Farmers Market, but I really want to make sure everybody knows that supporting all farmers markets is incredibly important. Let's start with that, Jenny.
Well, I think that's what makes us so proud to be Canadian. We have such a long season. We're Zone 5A and B. Lots of growing time, a lot of variety of food, and the best place to find it is at a local farmers market where the producers are there. So the farmers are there, the producers are there, and my particular farmers market, Kanata Farmers Market, is amazing every Saturday.
And we wanted to put out a little challenge to people out there, right? Because there's so many of them now, right?
That's
you don't just have to go to specific ones. You know, I remember, listen, I grew up here. There were 2 farmers markets you could basically go to.
Right.
And now we have so many of them.
Every town
Jenny.
is hosting a locals farmers market, and that is my challenge for my friends as well, is shop locally. Can we get you to a farmers market on a Saturday or Sunday? And on Saturday, it's super easy in Kanata because it's right there on Kanata Avenue.
Right.
745 Kanata. We have a big parking lot, easy parking, pet friendly, kid friendly. We have a big welcome tent. And Ruth, our local ambassador, she is from the Kanata Food Cupboard, and a big yellow tent where you can pick up a VIP card to get coupons.
Yeah, because you've got like a loyalty program, right?
We have a chance to win some money to spend at the market. Every time you shop, you get your loyalty card stamped, and that's at our Kanata Food Cupboard tent. And there's tons of agricultural vendors and great local products. It's really a great event. Yeah.
You mentioned pets are welcome, but you also have a petting zoo,
yes,
right?
we have a small farm that they bring goats and they bring beautiful little animals, and the children love interacting, and they're very local. They come, very often, once a month to our farm. Kanata Farmers Market, our website has all those dates, and it's coming up this Saturday.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
All right, well, we're going to do a little show and tell here.
Yeah.
And I said, the nice thing was I recognize so many of these things, right? And so many of these makers and producers. It's really exploded, hasn't it, over the last decade?
You've got your agricultural producers, so all your fresh veg, and then you go on to all these great products made from all those same local ingredients.
Yeah.
Everything from hot sauce, prepared foods, bakery items, kimchi, Thai food, distillery, craft beer. I mean, the list goes.
Let's walk through this.
Okay, cool.
You mentioned distillery. I was just telling you I was at Taste for Hope, and Dunrobin Distillery was there,
they're
right?
often there, and we've got, we're just in Dunrobin as well, so my little farm's there as well. We've got Hall's Apple Cidery, of course, the fresh apples, baked goods, lots of preserves. I love, Snell's Foods, the wonderful preserves, her great keto, salad dressings, and so. And then, on the flip side, too, we've also got really great products that are still made locally here, like Pure Essentials, Pure Heart Essentials, the wonderful skincare. Debbie's products are incredible. And she's based in Kanata. So, again, locally produced, locally made. You can pick up, shampoo, you can pick up bread and cakes and just a little bit of everything. And great vegetables this weekend.
You've got some drinks over here as well, right? I recognize
breweries.
These guys.
We've got Evergreen, and we've also got Dominion Brewery here as well. Pookie's Pad Thai as well. And we have kimchi. We have game meats, bear meat. So lots of, we have Earth Harvest Farms, locally made sausage, chicken rolls, really nice, high quality meats. The pastries, the British pastry shop as well. I think I'm going through, wild mushrooms. You could harvest, forageable mushrooms. Take-home mushrooms.
I did that last year. It was amazing.
I fry up shiitake. I use oyster mushrooms. I mix them with my bok choy, and I have salad and dinner in half an hour. It's incredible.
Well, that's another thing you wanted to talk about too, right? Because when you go to the market, you can, go with a plan in mind of meal preparation, right?
Absolutely. A lot of our local customers that come weekly to our market that, we look forward to seeing every week, they visit all the local vendors, and they have their favorites everywhere. So, for example, you might be at Linda, and you're picking up some herbs, or you're picking up your fresh salad, or you're picking up your flowers, and you go to Just Farms for, he's got garlic, greens, and all kinds of unique tomatoes, of course, on the vine already. Rashawn, our big market there. And Rashawn provides us both the atmosphere for the market, the big tent set up, incredible amount of food, and they have a lot of beautiful produce right now.
We were just
really
looking at some of the video you had taken there on on the screen.
Yeah.
And, also you can pick up, you've got some microgreens here, right?
Veg Heads there, Terramore Farms, we're there as well. We have Linda Gardens, Just Farms, and Rochon as the gardeners. And then, of course, all the prepared foods. We have friends that come and buy a little bit from everybody every week.
I love it.
And we give meal ideas. So if you don't know what to do, come on out and talk to us, and we'll teach you how to grow the food.
Well, and it's so easy now, too, right? I mean, I used to come with my piece of paper and things that I've written down, but now, I can come, with my phone, and I've got an app with a list that says, particularly Farmers Market and everything I want to pick up at the Farmers Market. So you can really make it easy.
9 to 3 a.m., early birds get the best veggies, of course. So come early. Dogs are welcome. Children are welcome. Our pet-friendly petting zoo tomorrow. And we're there every Saturday until the end of October.
Nice.
So pick up your pumpkins, your fall harvest, all your great veg.
Jenny, what's the growing season been like? You have a farm. You said a smaller farm. What's coming up right now?
Well, we started planting in end of March. We started seeding our small plants, even earlier for some things. Like some plants we start back in February, tomatoes and Brussels sprouts in our greenhouse. And then we put out food actually in middle of April this year under some covering to protect it from the elements. And so far, so steady. I won't jinx myself yet.
Knock on wood, fingers
Weather
crossed.
is everything for a farmer, but we all look forward to some, good sunny days, a little bit of rain. Farming is an amazing, challenging thing to do.
It's unpredictable,
it is.
right? Because you and I were talking. I said right away to you when I saw your tomato plant that last year, my wife and I, again, at a farmer's market, bought our tomato plant, and they struggled.
I know.
And you were saying that was the same, right?
What's really fun is when you come to the farmer's market, you'll notice the atmosphere of people, get to know your local farmer. We love chatting about food, so that's sort of one of the other things we do all day is we chit-chat about a lot of things. So if you have questions or you want to learn something new, or how do I enjoy a microgreen, or what is a bok choy, or what are these amazing fruits that I'm finding at the market that I don't see anywhere else, ask us. We're right there. We are the local growers and producers at the market every day.
Now you've got a question in my head now because you just said, how do I enjoy microgreens? And I enjoy them the same way each and every time. I think that's part of the struggle too, right? Everyone makes Brussels sprouts the same way every time. Everyone uses microgreen. So my question to you is, how do I use microgreens?
Well, this is a radish. It's a spicy microgreen, for example. So for me, because it's like an accented taste, I'll take it up and I'll chop it really finely into a bigger salad, for example. So I'll daily eat my lettuce and my beautiful fresh tomatoes, a sprig of basil. I'll chop a green onion in there. I'll throw in a little microgreens for that poof of flavor, because rather than having a radish, you can also have a radish microgreen, for example. So I just use things that I have locally. I try not to overcook, overheat, eat fresh. And I really want to say that folks that get a chance to eat Ontario or Quebec produce now, in this time frame, all that good microbes are going in your gut. So you're storing up all those vitamins and nutrients that we need, right? Rather than food that's not been vine ripened, for example.
For sure.
Big difference.
And I'm glad you mentioned herbs in a salad, because this is something my wife and I started doing, I'd say about 6 or 7 years ago, where we used to use herbs, in cooking, and that's the only time. And now we're putting like a variety of them in a salad. Does it make it, it's like a complete wow factor.
Flavor enhancer, right? I
it's
know,
amazing.
Just a small sprig of the basil. So, for example, you just take off that top. But just that enough would be great to spruce up a salad or a caprese salad. Again, with the microgreens, that's been a week in my fridge waiting for this show.
Really?
And it's still looking good.
It looks fantastic. No kidding.
And things like talking to some of our farmers like Linda, she started farming when she was 2.
Wow.
She has a picture of herself doing her first farmer's market outside her parents' house with her little vegetable stand. And if you want a flower basket to blow your mind, you'll visit Linda Gardens, for example. So again, it's something different. You can add that spark to your life, and the flavor. There's no comparison.
Jenny, I love your enthusiasm. Thank you so much. No, really appreciate it. Again, Kanata Farmers Market this Saturday, pet friendly, free parking. You're going to have an absolute great time, because you're going to meet people like Jenny here who are so enthusiastic about what they do. We'll be right back after this. Don't go anywhere.